Hey Pisces, so I'm here to do the generals for mid-March. So I'll be using my Empowerment Oracle deck, clarifying, and I'll be going deeper in the extended as to what's coming up in future, what's going on right now, and why everything's happened in the past. So yeah, these will be extended, and the link to the extended reading will be down in the description box below, so you can hit the Vimeo link and get the direct link to this reading, or you can join Patreon and receive all the perks that Patreons get as well. I will be doing empowerment readings on Patreon every single week for all star signs, so if you want to see that, take a look at my Patreon and the link will be in the description box. I'm going to jump straight in. So Pisces, mid-March, we are in your element. So we've got a leap of faith. The universe is asking you to take a leap of faith. So there may be situations in life that you kind of need to have faith in. Maybe you've kind of lost your faith recently, but there's a need to kind of swing those doors open for yourself. You know, believe in the power. Maybe you need to have faith in yourself in order to accomplish something. What's causing that is the call of the wild. So the call of the wild, it can be, you can be drawn to certain animals, you can be seeing certain animals at the moment. It's also the dream catcher. So some of my Pisces could be like having lucid dreams, having quite vivid dreams at the moment, but it's protection. You are protected as you kind of push these doors open. So you may be like wanting to like take up meditation, you know, that type of thing with the dream catcher there. It is usually like the quite spiritual shamanic type energy. Why is it coming right now? We have the Queen. So the Queen to me is like kind of screams independence. But when I drew this card, I never meant it to be the reason I give it now. You know, it's like the sword is up. I'm not reacting to past like distractions, past reactions, you know, that type of thing, past triggers. She's also got her animal totems there. So, you know, you definitely well could be like being drawn towards animals. The books of knowledge are now shut. It's like she's learnt some major lessons in life, and the scales are balanced. You know, she's even got the candles lit. I don't know if you can see that. It's not really bringing in. She's even got the candles lit for the darkest of days. You know, if things start to feel dark, she's got the candles lit. But she kind of looks bored. Like she's waiting for something. So, Pisces, I kind of want to say what you're waiting for. Take that leap of faith and go and push those doors open. Only you can change your own life. In the recent past, we have abandoned and lonely. But there is always power within this. And we've also got the moon, your energy. We have had the full moon yesterday. Full moon in Virgo. Sorry, there's a big fan outside trying to park. I don't know where it's going to go. So the moon is about a massive release. I feel like you've kind of released yourself from these types of people. So you may have felt like abandoned at the time, felt quite lonely. But when we kind of shed people that are no good for us, we make space for people that can come in and kind of bring light into our lives. And we've got the hand of the divine there that is kind of saying, you know, I know these people are going, I know they've had to leave. Or you've had to move away from that situation, but the hand of the divine is saying, you know, follow me and I'll take you towards the people and places that'll bring light into your life. And maybe that's where the leap of faith comes into it. Maybe you need to have faith in yourself that things are going to get better. So there is like an element of rejection. Maybe you've had to do this to other people though, you know, for your own good in order to move forward. You know, sometimes we do have to have a clear out of people. So at present, Dark Night of the Soul. So some of my Pisces could actually be still in that energy of feeling quite down. The good thing about this though is she does have the spiritual lantern. If she gets back up off her knees and grabs that lantern, yes, the path may be dark, not knowing exactly which way to go, but each step, once she's got that spiritual lantern, each step she takes is going to be illuminated, it's going to be lit up. And I feel like, again, that is where the leap of faith is coming in. So you may have had a bit of, I want to say shell shock then. I don't know why I wanted to say shell shock. So some of my Pisces could have had like a surprise going on which could be quite a bit of a negative one. But within every negative, you've got to find the positive in order to keep on moving forward. So yeah, there is an element, maybe you're doing some kind of like shadow work at the moment, with the dark night of the soul being there. Going forward, letting go. So you are going through a period where you're going to be letting go, like surrender, you know, and there's power in surrender, because she's being fully present in this moment, and she's able to kind of look back over the things that have hurt. You know, the lock behind the gate, they cannot harm her anymore. She's kind of, you know, just going with the flow, sitting on the swing, kind of, you just letting go. So I feel the main energy of this reading, Pisces, is about release and surrender. Your power is the root chakra. It's to stay grounded whilst you like take on these pursuits in your own life. So the root chakra is about feeling safe and grounded within your own energy. So some of my Pisces, you could have come out of relationships or jobs, that type of thing, and it's been a bit of, oh, I'm not used to this type of feeling. I feel the energy of this is to have faith in yourself that you can move on from this. You can get to the other side of this. The outside influence, what's having an influence on Pisces, the ruins, the fact that some things we cannot go back over and rebuild. You know, she's got the bricks and mortar there. Sometimes we've got to push it to the side because it gets too draining. So this could be other people. I'm going to have a look. But it's better, there's a start there. There's a brand new, fresh start there. It's more natural start. In the hopes and fears position, we've got conflict. So you don't want conflict. It's like coming away from conflict. Even whether it could be conflict within yourself, you know, about the past, the questioning, that type of thing. That could be where the fear is. That could be where the dark night of the soul type energy is. Going into conflict with yourself. But your outcome is divine protection. You know, you are protected whilst you go on this new pursuit, you know, whilst you take on this new journey within your energy, within your life, whatever it is that you're closing down in order to start something new. You've got divine protection. So very spiritual. So a leap of faith. We have the Magician. Sign of Aries. Taurus to a lot of other readers, but I'm an intuitive and I go which way I want to go, to be honest. So the Magician, you are the alchemist of your own life, and it's kind of using the laws of attraction in order to kind of better your life. Again, to use the laws of attraction, sometimes you do have to, if you're surrounded by negative people or you're in a negative job, you can take on board that energy, which kind of squashes your manifestations. I feel like the leap of faith is within your manifestations. What's crossing that energy is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you could have been dealing with someone who was very bitter in the past, and bitter people, you know, negative Nellies, that type of energy. So the Queen, you are in a good stance to kind of take this up. We've got the Six of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Could have been an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy there, but the King of Pentacles is very grounded, very trustworthy, and I feel like that's what you need in your life. You need grounded, trustworthy people. People who are safe and like kind of secure in their own environment, because then you will start to kind of mirror that. And then we've got the Six of Swords. 2022 is on a 6 vibration. 6 is the number of balance, love, harmony, peace. So going from the storm waters to smoother waters, you may still be in the stormy waters, but it's about packing up those lessons, knowing that I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, I'm not going back through that again, and I'm going to move on to the smoother waters. So yeah, you may still be in a bit of the storm with the dark night of the soul coming up, but I feel like that's just evidence of the work that you're doing. So in the recent past, we've got the Abandoned and Lonely card and the Moon. So we've got the Two of Pentacles. You may have been juggling financially, you may have felt isolated in the fact that you couldn't socialise as much. You could have even been juggled by other people with the Abandoned card. But then we've got the Six of Pentacles. See, you've kind of had to do something that has brought balance in. And I do feel like some of my Pisces have been trying to balance the books, trying to balance finances. The Six of Pentacles is also gifts of money, time and effort. I feel like you've been putting in your time and effort. But at present, we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse on top of the Dark Night of the Soul. Again, I kind of want to say, don't stick with that thought of everything goes wrong for me. You know, it is like victim mentality, but we all do it. You know, I've done it. But the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I kind of want to say, don't stick with that energy. Yeah, things sometimes don't always go our way. But what's the famous quote, you know, rejection is God's protection, and most definitely that's what I would call this reading. I feel like I probably will. So, near future, we've got the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is your energy on the letting go. So I feel like you are letting go. You are taking control in order to let go and better yourself. And we've got the Empress. Taurus energy there. So you could be going towards Taurus season. That could be significant. April 20th to May the 21st. Sorry. April the 20th to May the 21st. The Empress. Some of my Pisces, if you don't want babies, be careful. Because it is a strong fertility vibe. But again, I think it's about manifestation. The Empress sows the seeds in order to reap what she's sown. She's a power manifester. She's all the queens of the tarot. And then top of that, we'll get the Six of Wands. Victory, good news is on its way. So I feel like things are going to change. You just need to get out of the mentality that you're in right now as far as nothing goes my way. And, you know, I've always got, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck, that type of thing. Because you're putting that energy out there. So it's like training your thoughts and bringing it back in. Look at this. So then we've got the Nine of Pentacles. See, if this is employment, I feel like things are coming back to, you know, because it is about successful self-employment. But she's also like kind of not worrying about money and things. She's living rather than existing. I feel like that's your energy to come back to. So there's a lot of like financial energy in this, as well as the release and surrender, and there may have been conflicts in the past around work or with other people. Could have even been like gossip. Yeah, because the fear is the Nine of Swords. Going back into the head, you know, depression, anxiety, sleepless nights. Kind of feeling like there's bars on the windows, that type of energy. We have all just been through that with the lockdowns and stuff like that. And it's affected people like differently. So don't be so hard on yourself if that's the case. But then we've got this Five of Swords, and that's what I was feeling a minute ago. You know, like bullies, gossips, that type of energy. It's time to come away from that. Because then we've got the Five of Cups in reverse. You'll have no regrets. You won't be looking back within the divine protection. So you're definitely going through a massive release, and you are being protected whilst you go through this release. We've got the Hangman, which is like, you kind of just on a stalemate. I kind of want to say give yourself a break, because the Hangman, he hangs himself upside down in order to see the bigger picture of things. So yeah, there may be delays, that type of thing, but I kind of want to say don't overthink it. What is meant for you is never going to pass you by. There could just be a small delay at the moment. So it could be financial, or it could be the fact that you are feeling a little bit abandoned if you've had to kind of push someone away, or you've going through rejection as well. So just give yourself a break. And if this is where I leave you, I leave with lots of love. And if I meet you on the extended, I'm going over there now. Bye.